Hey guys, you're with me, Kevin, your scuba professional, and today we're here to review the Cressi Compass that we've got available on our site. So let's check it out. First thing I see, it comes in this funky white Cressi box. So it's Cressi, but let's open it up to see what's going on inside, because that's where all the goodness is. Put the pieces that can move out the way. All right, two little bits of gear that come with it here. The first one is just a mount for you to mount this compass onto your pressure gauge or onto one of your hoses coming off your air system. So you can, on this compass, disconnect the strap, and then you can connect the compass to this mount, and then that'll allow you to position this on one of the gauges or power and floater hoses, so you've got it on your BCD to lift up. So we're just going to move that guy out the way. The compass itself from Cressi is quite robust. You can see it comes with a nice long rubber strap. It's got a short tongue and groove section over here, and then a long male section here. One of the things I really like about this compass is the fact that the strap over here has divots in it, or ridges. So once you have the compass fitted to your wrist and you know exactly what size your wrist is based on your wetsuit, you can then just quite simply use a knife or a pair of scissors to cut off the excess strap. That makes it quite easy for you to do. The compass itself has a robust plastic casing, and it is rounded at the bottom over there, so you can see that makes it nice and comfortable to go over your wrist. Some of the other compasses I've tested are flat at the bottom, and then the strap goes around and quite often puts a bit of pressure on your wrist. However, this rounded one fits quite ergonomically the whole way around the wrist and is very, very comfortable to wear either on this side or that side. Quite often the best way to wear it is this way, for you to make that position to check the direction in which you're traveling. It has a window section at the bottom over there for you to hold up to double check your bearings exactly where you want to go, and it's got quite a solid bezel at the top, so you have the lubber line, your two red lines over there for you to indicate your direction of travel, and then your lubber line is quite solid for you to click into the north. So if I click it, you can hear it. You guys can hear that clicking. So it's quite a solid click for you to move this around. So it's not a willy-nilly compass. You can, once you get it into the bearing you want, it's very, very easy to feel to click it into that exact bearing so it doesn't move off, which means it's a really good quality compass. The compass, you'll see, is floating in a liquid. If I were to ask you guys, what's it filled with? Is it water? No. It's not water, it's filled with paraffin. So all compasses are paraffin filled, and that allows the dial on the inside to float quite easily in a neutrally buoyant position, so it can find the direction of travel. An important note as far as compasses are concerned is you get northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere compasses. So you need to make sure that your compass is weighted correctly for the hemisphere that you wish to use it. Just to touch on it really briefly, is compasses point which way? Magnetic north. So if we've got the earth over here and you're down here in Africa, the compass is pulling magnetic north. It's not going around the earth, it's cutting through the earth. So quite often the needle of the compass will be pulled down. So if you have a northern hemisphere compass, it won't work in the southern hemisphere because its weighting will jam it. So they add a weight to level the compass off, just to allow or compensate for the magnetic pull through the earth. So this compass would then work in the southern hemisphere. For those people which are looking to buy compasses to do trips overseas, so you buy a compass in South Africa and you're heading out to the Red Sea on one of your dive trips, your compass which you buy in South Africa is not going to work on your trip to the Mediterranean or the Red Sea, because it'll be weighted incorrectly and it'll just jam up and it won't turn. So these are interesting little tidbit as far as compasses are concerned. You get a northern hemisphere and a southern hemisphere compass. You need to double check that your compass is weighted for the hemisphere where you are going to do majority of your diving. This Cressi compass, I've tested it quite significantly, and you can see that it is weighted correctly for the southern hemisphere. All compasses that we sell on our range of websites are southern hemisphere compasses, because everyone diving in this hemisphere is diving in the southern hemisphere. Those that have specific requests about diving in the Red Sea and Northern Hemispheres, we special order compasses for them as needed. So there is the quick and basic review of the Cressi wrist-mounted and console-mounted compass. It's a really, really great quality unit. It's got a thick strap over here, easy to cut. It's weighted for the Southern Hemisphere, and it's a very, very solid bezel that makes it very easy for you to use. And it has the window at the bottom for you to hold up to get a very, very accurate reading for when you go diving. I believe this is a must for any diver, no matter what the circumstance. If you're diving in Cape Town, you're doing shore entries, you have to have a compass so you know which way to swim back to shore. Otherwise, you're going to wind up in Australia. You don't want to go to Australia. South Africa is much more fun. And we got biltong here. There's no biltong in Australia. Ugh. So there's the review, the Cressi Compass, available from our site. If you guys are enjoying these product reviews, please feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Go over there and click subscribe. We'll keep you up to date with all the really funky product reviews that we're doing on an ongoing basis. You can also go check out all our social streams. Just give us a search, scuba.co.za, and we're bound to come up on the Facebooks, Twitters, Instagram, whammy, woobies. Just give us a search and we'll be there to keep you up to date with all the funky things that we've got on the go on an ongoing basis. So that's it from me, guys, and I look forward to seeing you in the water really soon.